Okay, so here's let's get into our weekly schedule a little bit more as we go. Okay, every week after a game, your team changes. Okay, based off of maybe injury, based off of how you're going to match up with the people you're about to play, and you have to evaluate it. Okay, maybe for 2 or 3 weeks in a row now, somebody that you're really counting on is kind of not hasn't been playing very good. Okay, so to evaluate, what is your current personnel? Do you have some injuries or matchup issues that are gonna matter? Maybe you got a really good left tackle, okay? But this week they have a really good defense end that plays on our left side. Okay, are you comfortable with just letting him, have to protect, by himself all game? The answer might be yes. The answer might be no. But you have to at least evaluate how you're going to match up to those individuals. Okay, then you have to spend some time in your self scout here, and I think this is a big deal because, like I was saying earlier, you can spend a bunch of time evaluating what your opponent's doing. But if you are lax in your evaluation of what you're doing well and maybe what tendencies you have, or I am or I'm not getting the ball to this guy enough, okay, that's when you're going to get hurt. All right. So what have you been doing well that you've seen other teams do against the opponent you're about to play? Run, pass, whatever it might be. Okay. Now, this week, how many reps am I going to get in practice this week? Okay, you might have a bye week. For us, we have, we got Maction, so we play a bunch of these midweek games. All of a sudden, you might have a 6-day turnaround. Okay, or you're in high school playoffs, and now you got a 6-day turnaround. Okay, what do you have from a practice this week, and how many reps are you going to be able to do it? Okay, so again, always evaluating what you want to run and how much you can actually practice it. Now, hey, Mother Nature, right here, she is not cooperative. Okay, and you get into a game and you feel really good about chucking the ball all over the place, and then on Wednesday you look at the forecast and you find out it's going to be really windy and rainy. That stinks. Okay, and so you have to be able to have a heads up a little bit on what the weather could be and how it's going to impact what you guys do well on offense. Okay, and then what's your overage? Okay, what happens if we go into this game, and you have to reflect on this when you start to put your call sheet together? What happens if we think we're a really good running football team, but all of a sudden we're not running the ball very well? What will be the reasons why? Okay, and what do I have to do in order to continue moving the ball if we're not able to do this very well? Okay, and I talked about bad weather, potential injuries, as I was alluding to earlier. You got a really good tight end. Okay, you feel good about 2 tight ends. All right, one of them goes down, but you have this game plan of all 12 personnel stuff in the game. What are you going to do? What's going to happen? You, at least in your mind, have to feel like you're a multiple and you have enough overage so that when that does happen, you have an answer. Okay.